We're talking about the jet ferry, and the jet ferry is when you use a wave to jet you across the current, just like that. So the jet ferry is a way to use the wave, so to collaborate with the river, to understand that or to cultivate an understanding through not just intellectual understanding, but also experiential understanding. That when you get in the trough of a wave, that it will give you a little boost forward, a little boost upstream, right? So that will help you conserve energy, and which is a great thing, right? And get to the other side, accelerate a little bit towards the other side. And this can be used as a full ferry across the current. It can be used also to help you accelerate and maybe even attain a little bit upstream when you're peeling out of an eddy. And so the jet ferry is a really important skill, especially for stepping up, to a higher level of paddling. It's a deeper understanding of the river, a deeper feeling for the river. And again, it really helps with efficiency. And so in this video, I am doing it in mellow current and then also in some harder current. And the key with the bigger current is sometimes the waves are really well formed and there's a foam pile on them. And that can feel really intimidating to continue to take your stern draws on your downstream side to maintain your angle. Okay, and that's the key with the jet ferry. You'll notice that I don't stop paddling just because I'm in the wave. I still have to maintain my angle, which requires stern draws on my downstream side. The more whitewater there is, the more intimidating from a mindset perspective that gets. And it's important, that's why it's so important to practice hard moves in easy water, right? Get used to that stern draw, being strong from the core. And don't get distracted by whitewater or by, swirlies. When you get onto the wave, stick to what you know, stick to what you've practiced. Continue to practice those stern draws all the way across. So here I'm getting on the wave and the wave is holding me where I need to go. I'm simply doing my stern draws all the way across. And in this next clip that you'll see, I use this little depression as a little jet ferry just for a few moments and then until I let my bow turn and do an S-turn. So here's a paddler who is coming up onto the wave. There's a little depression. You see, she's perfectly positioned right here. She gets right on the wave. Right there, she's in the trough. She starts going across, looking great. What happens is her stern draws are not strong enough, not from the core enough to help her maintain her angle. If she had had stronger stern draws, she would have been in the perfect position to continue going across and she wouldn't have lost so much ground. So here's another jet ferry, and here I really don't have to do much. I can even pause, right? Because the wave is a little bit better formed. So that was fun. So here's a trickier one. So I have to cut across this current right here to get into an eddy where I don't have a lot of room to set up. And I'm going to jet ferry across this wave with the foam pile. So I really have to be diligent about my angle, not getting too close to the rock. So here I have my angle, I get in the trough, and I slide right across into a peel out. So it's fun and it gets me across with more efficiency. So y'all have seen this clip before, but it's a good, tricky one. It's almost impossible to get a true angle, so I really have to rely on my stern draws here to get across, little jet ferry boost over to where I want to be. So you can use this in creeking as well. It's really helpful. So you've also seen this clip, but not in this context. So I'm going to use this little wave hole as a little boost, as a little jet ferry. I get into the trough, stern draws, so that helped me actually get a little higher and accelerate. So I'm no longer on the wave anymore, but that little boost at the beginning helped me to not lose ground and get to the other side. So they're really helpful for that as well. So that's the jet ferry. And so important to practice it. Easy water, hard water, medium water. Work on those stern draws because they are the key to helping you maintain angle. The last thing I want to say about this is that collaboration with the river, right? We read water. When we think of reading water, sometimes we think of it only as reading water as we go downstream. But really, we're reading water all the time, whether we're ferrying. Oh, is there a depression there? Is there a little trough that I can use, a little wave that I can use? Whether we're looking at a wave, like where's the shoulder, where's the middle, or at a hole, you know, where's the sweet spot in the hole? Where do I enter? Where can I exit? So reading water is not just about looking at a rapid, you know, and scouting it and choosing your line. It's also choosing your line in ferries, right? And looking for those depressions, those little waves. What I mean by depression is little troughs. So you can have little depressions even though there's not an actual well-formed wave there. And you can use that as to set you up for a better and more efficient peel out and ferry. Okay, so expand your vision of what reading water is, and have fun practicing this. It's one of my favorite things to do because it really feels smooth and fun and gives you a little boost. All right, have a great week practicing this, and actually I'm going to see you this evening, and I'm looking forward to it.